All right, so we are live here on the Fabulous Entrepreneurs Group and also on my YouTube channel. And today we have a very good guest from the US, Shape. He's a master at helping restaurants on the online world get more customers, and also with he's good and he's done a lot of strategy on Instagram, lead generation on Instagram. Shape, please uh, tell me a little bit about you. What is it that you do to my audience here? Yeah, welcome, man. Thank you.
Yeah. First, thank you so much for having me, man. And I just want to be a little bit first, give you guys a warning. I don't usually do this, so I'm a little bit nervous and a little bit uncomfortable. So bear with me. Yeah. So what I do is I started Digital Market Hero about a year ago, and we what we are technology based marketing company, right? So we build custom solution, full system for restaurants that helps them get customer and then keeping them and then the retention. So we use technology like wi-fi marketing or running programmatic ads, which is running the ads on whole internet, or just SEO, depending on what the clients need. And then from there, once we get them the customers, we provide the strategies of how to keeping them and how to bring them again and again, and how to keep their restaurant in mind. uh, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's awesome. Great. There's a couple of things that when you say Wi-Fi marketing,
Mhm.
what is that?
Yeah, so we took the same concept of the Starbucks. When you go to Starbucks and you sit and you want to use the internet, so what they do, they collect your information, right? And then what they want to do, they really don't do much with that. All they want to do is get you, download the app, but they don't use that technology to way we using it. So we were like, why don't we take that same technology and use it for our advantage? So with us is the first thing is very same thing. So we let them use our Wi-Fi for free. So Wi-Fi costs money. Why not make money from it, right? So so we use that. So we either we sign them up for just collect their information to join your loyalty program maybe, or just to collect the information, then you can run the ads or email marketing, or you can sign them up for your social media. In any case, we have that. And once we sign up, and the that's the difference between any other company and us, is once they sign up for wi-fi marketing, Wi-Fi has that ping that gives every 5 seconds, it gives the ping, right? And from that, we can track them in terms of their buying pattern. So if they're going on, buying on when they're going shopping, if they're buying Gucci and all that stuff, so we know he's a high paying client, right? They have money, they have all the, they can buy more, they have more purchasing power. So we can have different ads running to them, or we can have different kind of campaigns running to them to bring them in your restaurants, and then really get them to buy you high, have a high ticket rather than low ticket, right? And the frequency is going to be more, where if somebody is in the normal buyer, is there we do different campaigns through that. So it's more, we can track the buying pattern just because of the Wi-Fi. And by the way, it is, they do give their consent when they sign up, so all the legal matter is taken care of.
Oh wow, that's incredible. I never thought about that. That they do this, and it's quite clever thing to do. And wow, it's a very advanced, indeed, very advanced way of doing things. And you
Yeah.
provide this as a solution to restaurant owners.
Yes, so in all the solution, this is the basic solution is included with all the systems, because this works, right? So even if they need more SEO and all that stuff, we do present this. Of course, at the end of the day, it is client decision, but we saw 98% conversion rate in terms of Wi-Fi marketing. They do want it because just because it does track it and give us data, and then when they want to run ads, it's much cheaper because we already know who we're going after, right? And it's much easier to build audience as well, and it's much easier and it's way 7 times cheaper to keep a customer rather than just going grabbing new customers.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. There's a lot of knowledge there, packed. That's amazing. So, in a little bit,
You got, sorry, man, you got cut off.
share. Uh, we're
Yeah,
on.
man.
Okay. So more at the end of the video, I will share. Uh, uh, so, so Vibe, where you
So
can find me.
your internet got cut off, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, my connection here where I'm at not the best. Hopefully, be fine now. Um, so that's awesome, man. I know that you yourself you help these. This is who you help. You help uh,
Uh,
restaurants strive to better. And so you yourself you go out there and you're looking for you use Instagram to do that, right? That I just lost you there.
you all right? So you're back. All right. Can you let- can you hear me?
Internet. Uh,
Yeah, I think
hey,
internet
bye.
connection
One
is
second.
really bad. Yeah, I think internet connection is.
All right. Let's see if we're good now. Let's see. We're good
Yeah,
now.
got much better. Yes.
Okay. I got it on a different spot. All right, man.
Okay.
So I was saying, so you yourself, you do similar to what I do. You know,
Mhm.
you help. What you do though is you help restaurants get more customers, get more SEO on the internet, so they can be more seen and found.
Mhm.
So you yourself, you go out there and you search for leads, restaurant owners, and you do it on Instagram as well. Could you
Yes.
talk to a little bit about so my audience can understand this? Process of finding leads on Instagram. How
Yeah,
do you
man.
go about
So
that?
yeah, so social media made it super easy to reach people that you could never reach, in the past, right? So one of the things that we do is sending DMs on Instagram. Of course, we do it on other platform as well, like Facebook and LinkedIn and all that stuff. But specifically for Instagram, especially for our restaurants, that's where we found bigger success. Um, the other platform we found with other businesses, of course I take some other business, but my niche in terms of the restaurant, Instagram. And so do you want me to tell my process, or do you want me to just what do you want to know?
Yeah, I mean, could you go deep on the process
Okay.
like on Instagram? Like how do
Yeah.
you go ahead and actually find your right target audience?
Yeah. So what who I'm gonna work with is the business that already been established, right? I don't We don't work with, even though we can help people that is the new restaurants and stuff, but typically for me, I thought that the people that already been for a couple years, they've been already in the business, and they already figured out the game, how to get customers, like the money game, but they're having problem to go to next level. That's where we come in, right? And they have much little bit more budget to work with as well, and they're more open to going out the way. But so the first thing I do is first see the restaurant, and then see how long they've been in business, and all that stuff, right? All the research. And then what we do is first follow them, then like their 3 to 4 pictures, right? I want to be honest here with your audience, right? This is not easy work, right? And this is, it's not one shoe fit all, right? I know, on the internet a lot of people, talk about this, but they always say, DM the thing, but they never, like, tell you the other side. It is a lot of work, right? You have to build, and you have to build a relationship. You cannot, like, just go about or try to sell them on the first message, right? So what I do is try to look for, when we on their Instagram, and it's different for different people, but one thing that always work is if you see some kind of gap in there, right? So for example, if they're doing some kind of marketing, and you see maybe they're not doing Wi-Fi marketing, right? Or they're not collecting information for customers, because as you know, as we go on, Google is trying to get rid of third party, right? Google wants you to use them. Then Facebook and Instagram are like, well, they're same, but Facebook, and now I think in the future Apple's gonna have their own search system as well, right? But they're all competing with each other now, because as they're getting bigger and bigger, and the first data is very important. So that's what I really start with, right? I try to ask them question, I try to connect them with something, on something, maybe like, I see a post and I really like something, and like, I would just like DM them that post. I'm like, wow, like, something, it's way too personal to them, right? If they have a chef and stuff, right, and they made something that is more of custom made, that is just their specialty, right? And especially what I like to do, if it's in California, I mean, sorry, the Sacramento and stuff, I like to go try it, right? And so that's what I did with one of their customer. They have one specialty dish, and it was very close to mine, so I went and I tried it. And then I took a picture and DM them, and then I was like, this is the best dish ever, right? And I told them what I liked
Right.
about it. I'm kind of a foodie too, so I know, I got some taste, and like, my taste, but I'm originally from Pakistan, so I like, I different culture, I tried different culture foods as well. So I know, when I eat, I know some of the spices and all that stuff. So I started with that. I sent him DM. I was like, wow, what a good dish. Did you use this kind of spice in there? Right. And he was surprised by that. He was very surprised by that, that, I knew that. And so that's how we got connected. And then from there, we were like, let's just meet. And because they were local. So, and, I presented them. I was like, that's what I do. And that's what I can do for you. So, of course it's gonna be a little bit different with other
Wait.
people, like, with one of the restaurant, I just send them, straight messages. I'm like, you know we're trying to build a relationship with local restaurant. Well, they weren't local, but so I didn't say local. I said, we're trying to build a relationship with restaurants in this industry. Would love to get together, do a Zoom interview or something, right? So they were very responsive, and then we got on the thing. Now on the other side, we send I sent 50, 60 messages. Out of that, a lot of people didn't reply. 30 to 40 didn't reply. So, you know that's gonna happen, right? This is the other side where, even if you go very personal, you put a lot of work into it, people not gonna reply, so you can't get discouraged on that part.
Wow, there's you dropped so much value there. Got you. So the personalization is key, and that's I see that's a clever way of yours. You going to the restaurant and doing that way.
Yeah,
It really builds a connection with the person, and it's a great way to go straight to the lead.
yeah,
Absolutely. And yeah, like when you say you said 100 messages. Like if you send 100 messages, not everybody will reply. Um like for example, myself, I have a virtual assistant now sending outbound messages,
Hmm.
and indeed, it's a lot of time consuming.
Yeah.
But so for you, it works best. What's been working good best for you? It looks like it's actually uh, getting on commenting on something special that they have, right? So you can start to.
Yeah. So for me, the virtual assistant would work in future maybe, but right now, and especially right now, because my goal is I'm not planning to work with like hundreds of restaurants, right? I'm trying to work with like 10 to 15 to 20, yeah, and
Okay.
get them high ticket, right? So, and plus it's a retainer, right? So
Mm,
we can gradually, and I'm gonna be one stop shop for the customer. So I have a lot of opportunity, even if I get 20 people, right? If even if I'm working with 20 people, and let's say they start with $1,000, right? That's my minimum. So they start with $1,000. They could be, 7 to 12, 13,000, or even $45,000 client in the future per month, by the way, right? So there's a lot of opportunity just with those.
mm,
So so my goal, like, all of the things are already been, automated. So my fulfillment is automated, right? Once we sell them, all the back end stuff get done, right? My onboarding and all that stuff is kind of automated too, but I like to be there when we're onboarding it, right? So um I am trying to get automated where, we find people, but then after that, the research part and all that I like to do myself, because just because, we're looking for very specific people, and then you want to talk, and each time you have to say different. I am trying it out with one of the, I just hired an intern, and I'm trying to see with her, like, if it works. So if it works, then, I'll know, like, I do need that, and they can, expand that process as well, and then be more of a strategist rather than the salespersons and all that stuff. And that's the goal. At the end of the day, I just want to be strategist where, after everything is done, on retention. So one of the best thing is with me is, like, we have a almost 100% right now of retention, 100%. So knock on the wood, hopefully. you know I'm saying that. But the best thing that I found is building relationship with a customer helped me keep 100% of my like customers right now. And now, of course, it's still on this. I still consider myself small business. Maybe it's that now, like, when we get if I get decided to, like, go over 20 and 30, right? Maybe then, retention rate is not 100%. But right now, what I have is, pretty good. And then I have a lot of opportunity of budget raise, right? As they grow, we grow as well.
wow, amazing! You definitely have a good service. I can see. And you work with people. Does it have to be local, or it can be any restaurant
Oh,
worldwide?
no, no, it could be any restaurant, and they don't even have to be restaurant, right? It could work for different businesses as well, right? I did
Mm,
work. I am work currently. I took like about three more different customers just because I want to expand my knowledge and all that stuff, and it's working out very well for me. It does
mm,
make it hard, right? Because it is a different industry. You have to do a lot of work, right? So um so my niche in terms of that, restaurants, is much easier. It comes with the ease. But, like, we took the same fundamental and doing it with different, right? So for example, for SEO, the same fundamental is just different business, right? With Wi-Fi marketing, it's just for retail. It's for more businesses that are physical, right? So that one can't work for everybody. But then when you're running programmatic ads, that helps a lot of businesses, to put the cost down, and, bring more customers, right? And then using that technology. So even though I like to work with more with restaurant, I am taking different customers. But yeah, my main focus is restaurants, and it could be anywhere in the world, even internationally. But I like I'd rather stay in US right now.
I got you, got you.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, you said okay, you go into their profile and you see them. You go into their content, see if you find something that you can comment that is makes sense. But
Mhm.
how do you find them first? Do you go like do you search for a hashtag? How you go about that?
Yeah, so couple different ways. Sometimes I just search for the restaurants that I wanna eat at, right? Right.
Okay.
Sometimes I do that, right? Sometimes there people are running ads, and then I see them. I go do research on them, right? The best way I found is when people are running ads, right? Because then I know they already have the budget, right? Because they're running ads, right? And from there, what I do is, especially when they're running ads, I would go research. You know how on Facebook and all that you can see the people running ads, right? So how many ads they're running, how many, how they're running, right? And then it's matter of just sending them message, and then just getting all the information, like what is your conversion rate, why are you running ads on the first place, right? um did you are you getting, like, customers without the ads, right? you know so like, for example, a lot of new restaurants start running ads from the beginning, if they have money. I think it's a waste of money in the beginning, right? The first thing you have to do is build, community in there first, get that your process back. I mean, if you already have the process and everything going right for you, that's different story, right? But a lot of about, I would say, 80% of restaurants don't have their back end fixed, right? All of their thing fixed, and they just want to run ads because they think, that's going to bring them customers. Okay, even if it brings them customers, right? Uh, are they going to stay with you, right? So, you're acquiring them for so many dollars, right? There's no way you're going to make money profit for the first time, because there you got to pay your food cost, all of that stuff, right? So first time you're not gonna make money. You make money when they come second or third time. So, you know, even if it's your food is good, your customer service sucks, they're not gonna come back. If your customer service is good but your food is not good, um, we can work around that. But but you have to get your back system all right and working good before you do other things.
Wow, man, you have a lot of knowledge on this space. That's amazing. I mean, anybody here watching that has a restaurant and wants to improve it, then look no forward here with our friend. Actually, I want to share where do people can find you
Yeah, so they can find me on my personal profile.
on Facebook?
Yes, on Facebook, on Instagram with Digital Market Hero. Um, we're
Okay.
it's so funny. We're a digital marketing company, and we don't focus too much on content, uh, which is kind of weird. We are gonna do it. I just don't enjoy it. We're probably gonna hire a company that does the content for us. But personally, I like to I don't like to enjoy content even in this day and age. But yeah, so right here, this is my personal profile, and then um, on Facebook we don't have that much following. We have it on Instagram. So, and I'm more responsive there, so it's better if you want to follow me there as well, and then of course through our website.
Okay. Yeah, our
Yeah,
website. I'm open here. The website. Let me bring
yeah,
that up here real quick. Yeah, that's the website. So it's yeah, digitalmarkethero.com.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and there people can see your services. They can
Hmm.
talk to you. Ideally, talking to you would be the best because,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Wow, I see, man. You're very. It's interesting. Okay, okay. So that's the website, digitalmarkethero.com.
Yes.
And okay, let me take that out now. Um, That's awesome, man. Yeah, you dropped a lot of stuff. You know your stuff there, and it's good when we know our target market, when we know exactly we want to help and who we're helping, everything becomes more easy in terms of how we can approach them and do everything. And
Yeah.
it's interesting when you touch the point on DMs. It's like it's DMs. You can get leads, but it requires work. Indeed, you have to
Yeah.
be talking to them, and
Mhm.
it's time consuming. Indeed.
Yeah, exactly. The DM part, to be honest, like, it it's more harder than, actually providing results. That's what I see, cuz like it's just time consuming, and each time is different, right? The same thing that, if you send same messages, if you're doing on scale, that's different story, right? If, like, for example, like for my industry, I don't think, because I'm going after specific people that I want to work with.
Yeah.
So I have to be personalized, right? My goal is not to get, like, thousands of restaurants. I'm gonna get couple people, and then, they grow. As they grow, I make more money and all that stuff. So in terms of that, so each time I have to, look at different, each time I have to do full research and see, like, what they're doing wrong. How can I start a conversation, right? And it's always a conversation. It's not the sales part in the beginning, right? The sales comes, believe it or not, like sales comes after like third or fourth times, right? When you, like, so when I say third and fourth time, and I'm talking about touchdown in terms of, like, they're replying and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Touch point.
You
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like.
exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, like, if you're having four four Zoom calls and then you can't sell it, that's when you have to work on yourself. And by the way, I was there, right? I had to, work on my sales skills. For me, what worked was, like, either you want it or don't want it kind of attitude, right? I'm gonna present you with the data. That's what we can help you with, and then you can either want it or not. And for some reason, it's working now, right? Rather than, just where you convincing them for a sale.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you and on the DMs, it's like a appointment that you can hire eventually in the future for people watching a appointment settler, where it's somebody that's doing that work for you, right?
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
So my right now I have an intern, right? I'm training them. So if I see that that concept proven, right? Then I don't mind taking a chance on VA, right? Because I did hire VA before. Actually, I hired two VAs, right? Both of them didn't work out as I was hoping for. And of course that was my, it was my fault because I didn't train
yeah,
them. I hired them
yeah,
way too early, right? And I hired them before even I was making too much, like, enough money, right? So to me, I saw that as an investment, but then again, the results were very disappointing. So now, since a intern want to learn from me and all that stuff, so now if that concept worked, I can take that same concept for a VA, right? And then,
absolutely.
from there, I can have that appointment setting thing automated too.
Awesome, man. Man, you've dropped so many knowledge here. I'm so grateful to have you here, buddy. In the future, I will invite you again. Definitely
Yeah,
want to have you back.
yeah,
That was really awesome. Thank you so much for coming, buddy. This is just a 30-minute call, and
yeah,
you and I have a call just in 1 minute, so we
yeah,
gotta go.
exactly. Yeah, for sure,
So
man.
thank you
Yeah,
so much for
thanks for
coming, my
having me,
friend. And
man. Thank you
yeah,
so much.
it's
Yeah,
a real pleasure. I'll hopefully I'm gonna bring you back soon again.
yeah, for sure, man. All right, take care,
All
man.
right,
Thank you so
cheers.
much.
Thank you. Let's crush it. Let's go to the call. Let's crush it. All right, take care.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks,
All
man.
right.